I am recording this video to cover some parts of the lecture that we didn't have last week and also to help you understand my assignment better. So the topic that we were supposed to cover last week was blocking. In this video, I'm not going to go into every single detail of the language of the block, and I have already provided you some links to the useful videos that you can watch along the way. So let's begin. So with the question what is blocking, the answer is in this video. This video explains very well what blocking actually is. It also introduces you to the different blocking platform that you can use when you are blocking. It also touch a little bit upon the types of block that people are blocking nowadays, stuff like that. There is another video that I think will be very useful, especially when you are choosing the types of block that you want to block for my assignment. This video covers all types of block that people are blocking in the present time, and it is very well structured, it is very clear, and it will help you when you are deciding on what to block. Now, this is the main point of this video. So I will be talking very briefly, about the language of the block. So, as far as linguistics is concerned, there are certain linguistic consequences because of that technology, blocking in this case. And here are some of my observations from reading other people's blog and stuff like that. I don't blog much myself, but I do read a lot of them. So, first of all, the language of the blog tend to be very personal. It will contain a lot of I's, and this is very true when we are referring to one specific type of blog, which is personal diary. Second of all, the language of the blog tend to fall between standard and non-standard English. What I mean by standard English is the English that we see in the copy edited book. Non-standard English is the English that people are using in their everyday life. So the language of the blog tend to contain some elements of standard English, some element of non-standard English, and this depends largely on on individuals. More importantly, the language of the blog tends to depart from the norms in a number of ways. In grammar, in spelling, in vocabulary, and of course in punctuation. So let's have a look at the extract that I have got here. So this is the extract that I have got from David Crystal's book, The Language and the Internet. So thank you him for that. So let's have a look at them one by one. Grammar first. For grammar, see we can see the rule violation here. Two, of course, finally get each other. We can see the split of to and infinitive, which we don't normally do when we are writing. Also, we can see here there is never mechanics. It violates the Concord rule of English, subject-verb agreement if you like. You can see that the subject here and the verb here. You can see that the subject here and the verb here. The subject here and the verb here. They don't agree. Okay, they're supposed to be there are never mechanics and stuff like that. For spelling, here we can see controlling. We can see that L is missing. So it's supposed to be controlling with double L. Here we can see tho, THO instead of THOUGHT. For vocabulary, not so much of new words emerge from blocking actually, but we can see some different manners of spelling things, or sometimes you can see the mixing of new words, something like criterion instead of criterion. You can see anyways with S. with S, which it's not normal because normally we use anyway without S. And lastly, when it comes to spelling, I think spelling is probably the most distinctive feature of the language of the block. Here, first of all, we can see the use of use of dash here. The use of dash here actually marks the change of thought of the speaker from one thought to the other. Also, we can see the use of comma throughout the extract, and the commas that they are using actually follow the rhythm of the speaker when they are actually speaking. So we can see that blocking is like the way you narrate the story. So it's like you are telling the story. You are speaking, but you are putting your words into the computer screen, and that's why it looks like this. Lastly, I think grammatically speaking, I think we see the avoidance of the use of apostrophe, wasn't here, weren't, and stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, I think this is pretty much it about this short lecture. I have a very last point to make here. The extract that I'm showing you, right? It violates a lot of grammatical rules. It has spelling mistake and stuff like that. I am not, of course, suggesting that the extract I'm showing is the typical of the entire blocking genre. All kinds of people block, and all kinds of style are present. From informal to formal, from non-standard to standard. Some blockers they sculpture us with formality and consistency, and they would be very upset if their text appear in the blocker sphere with a missing apostrophe. Some blockers just don't care about it at all. Okay, so let's move on to my assignment. Okay, so the assignment that I'm asking you to do with this is very easy. So you basically just block. So you can either choose to block about your personal diary or choose to blog about something that you are interested in: music, sport, health, beauty. This is what they call thematic blog if you watch my video. So I mean there is other types of blog, but I think these two types of blog are suitable for the assignment for this subject in particular. Okay, so you can choose to use any platform you like, but I would suggest you to use this one. Blocker. I think it's probably the easiest one and the most convenient. I think. Okay, blocker. Takes a while. Okay, so let's wait for it. Let's talk about some organizational stuff first. So today is Saturday, the 18th. I am giving you 1 week to do this. Okay, you just need to do one block and send a link to me via my Facebook message, and well, whatever you like. If some of you prefer to send it to me via email, then do that. Some of you prefer to send it via Facebook message, then do that. The deadline is next Sunday. The 26th. Okay, before midnight. Okay, so I am expecting to see the links before midnight. Okay, it doesn't work here, so sorry. So if you have any other questions, right, feel free to ask me for this. Okay, so see you next week. Bye bye.